Coming down like a cow on a flat rock. Look at there. I don't know who said that. Probably some farmer boy. What is a joke? I guess my camera's getting rain on it. I'll be back. Still in Florence. Happy July 4th, by the way. We're going to be doing some hot dogs today out on the Weber kettle, and we're going to have some barbecue beans, some slaw, and some of that corn on the cob. We saved a few ears from yesterday, and we put all that corn up to have some corn on the cob. Also, I felt like hot dogs wasn't quite enough, so I had a extra rack of baby back ribs. I'm going to just hang those on the barrel house cooker, the small drum cooker I have, the 14D, and we're just going to let those hang out in that and cook. I won't have to stand around out there and all that heat tending to it. So that's what we got going on today at Phil and Florence for July 4th. Hey, we're going to be cooking up some hot dogs today. We've got some beef franks. We've got some that are the large ballpark size. And then we've got, these are the Nathans, of course, and then some of the longer bun size. So we're going to do some of each. I think I'm going to put some hash marks on them. All right, scissors is the best way to go. You just don't go deep, just barely nip. Come and put a little space in there and just work across, just barely nipping it. You don't want to go deep or through too far, because you're going to have some on the other side too. Flip it over and don't go deep, just barely nip it. Put a little space between them. I think it'll look pretty good. See what you end up with when you cook it. You see, yeah, it'll look kind of cool. I'm going on with Joe's Barbecue House SPG that he sent to me. He's not marketing this right now, but he may later on, who knows. But thank you, Joe. Large grain, goes on good. This will be good on a brisket too. Then I'm gonna go on with Rootboy rub number 2. Thank you, Sal. Y'all go to the Rootboy Cooks, get on his Facebook page, and you can get you some of this. Alright, put some coals right there in the middle. We don't want this to burn hot and fast, we just want a low and slow. Up on here. Clamp it. You can clamp this bottom on. That's a great feature, I love that. I've got my probe just hooked around this rack here. It's just laying right there. That'll be fine just like that. I'm gonna close this down and let this catch up a little bit. I've got my bottom vent open to the proper location for coastal. I'm gonna get my thermometer. It's just to keep the pit reading. I'm using the Maverick XR50. Alright, the pit is already up to 248. I can go ahead and put the alarm on. I can pull this all the way up and just let it hang right here. We'll let that sit there about 10 minutes and then we'll put the ribs on. To say that this little barrel house drum is one heck of a rib cooker. Not take up too much footprint here. This is a great little cooker, and I just want to give a shout to Barrel House. I hadn't used this in a while. It's time for me to get it back out. Alright, let's go get the ribs. Okay, let's put them on. Our temp is up to 263. I've got these double hooked, as you see. Yeah, Mavericks are going off, but here's what I've got right in the center. All right, we're gonna quieten these alarms and let her go. Okay, I'm gonna start my timer. There we go. I'm looking at about 4 hours to get these done. We got people coming over to eat, family, about 5 o'clock, and it's 1 o'clock. So I ought to be in good shape. I'm gonna go back inside in the air conditioning. Hey guys, it's been an hour, so I'm gonna take some apple cider vinegar and spritz this rack of ribs. Now, another thing I like about this barrel house, yeah, it comes with a tool, a hook to get it out. But instead of doing that, if you're man enough, you can just grab that rack and pull it up. You don't have to worry about taking it loose with the hooking tool. This is some apple cider vinegar, and just lower it back down, and we're done. Didn't have to use that tool. How about that? Good to go. Another hour. Been averaging around 265 degrees. Okay guys, we got a little thunder shower coming through. Starting to rain, but luckily I'm under my big umbrella, so it definitely helps during a light rain. Now if it comes a blowing rain, look out. But I've got the house right here on the patio. I'm up in a corner, but it's blowing. It's coming from in front of me there. Woo, woo, woo. There's my little cooker under the umbrella. It's all right. But there's that cow I was telling you about. The two ain't coming out. Storm came through. We had 2 or 3 real bad strikes of lightning pretty close by, and it's taking the power out. So, but we're cooking outside on the drum smoke, on the barrel house drum smoker. So we good to go on the meat, on the cook. All right, I was gonna spritz when that storm came up, so let's get that done. Bring them out and give them a spritz. See what they look like. Okay, they got a nice color to them. Let's close her up. All right, we'll be back in about another hour and we'll see what they look like. Well, since I spritzed, about 5 minutes later, here's round 2. There's the cow, she's back. There's the rock. My cooker's still going though, 244 degrees. 15 minutes. We had a deluge of rain. We must have got 6 inches of water in an hour, maybe more than that. The rain was blowing in and the splatter off of that thing. I put this table down in front of the vent hole. I had to open up those vents all the way. The temperature dropped down to 158 on this thing. And when I did that, and I put this pan on top, and that helped keep this was filling up with water on the lid. So I put that up there, and that helped raise the temp back up. Well, the temp came back up to 260, so I closed that bottom vent back down to about right there. So, and it's back up to 261, 260. By the way, that Maverick XR50's been sitting there getting wet, doing just fine. So, anyway, that's where we are. We're at the, let's see, 3 hours and 48 minutes mark. But I lost about an hour with good temp. We'll see what it does. Our power's still out. I don't know how this is going to end. If the power doesn't come back on, I'm going to try to get the ribs done. And we may just have to gather up our food and take it over to Janet's mother's house or her aunt's house and finish up there. So I know I can get the ribs done, but I got to have that rain. Well, the rain's picking back up again. So we may end up over at her aunt's house to finish the cook in the video. We'll see you. You hang on, see how it ends. Alright guys, it's been 4 hours and 23 minutes. We've had thunderstorm, pouring down rain for over an hour, power out for an hour and a half. We got the power back on, so that's a help. The rain has let way up, it's just drizzling. So I'm going to try to put some sauce on these ribs. And we got to get these sauced and let the sauce set, and that's pretty much what we're waiting on. So I don't want to dump them inside the that wouldn't go over too good. I better hold on to it. I don't want to dump them inside the cooker. 10 minutes or so and we'll be good to go. Alright, we pulled it off. Believe it or not, we're done with these ribs. Just when that sauce sets, we'll take them inside. I don't have a lot of ribs. This was a hot dog supper, but I wanted to cook some ribs just because it's July 4th. So there we go. I think we got a few more people in there. Everybody's gonna get one rib. It's not gonna be like a rib dinner. It's gonna be hot dogs and beans and corn on the cob out of my garden. And just because I'm a good guy, I'm gonna give them one rib apiece, right? Sometimes it just bees that way. See you inside. Okay guys, we're done. Here are the hot dogs. They turned out pretty good. I've got the little cuts in them, and we got the relish. That's our homemade vegetable relish. Some onion slaw. Buns, our corn on the cob from our garden, barbecue beans, and so for this hot dog we've got mustard, chili, onions, the relish. All right. I have to take a bite of this rib.
Oh.
Good bite.
Oh, let's get it. Looks like a yummy plate.
Does that look good or what?
That's
4th of
4th
July.
of July.
All right, everybody's in there ready to eat. They get a
Yes,
little
as
rambunctious.
usual.
The power came back on, so
Yay!
we got it done.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
That's right. We'll see you down the road on the next one, okay?
Okay, this is Janet and Florence. How about that?
And this is still
In
Florence.
Okay, bye, y'all.
We'll see you.